Yo, what's up guys? In today's video we're going to be doing DonutSMP Duels, but every time I die, I have to take off one of my armor pieces all the way up till I have no armor left. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. In this first duel, I was already getting annoyed with how much the guy was running. He just would not fight me. Eventually, the guy was begging for me not to kill him and asking to draw, so I told him to drop his regears and I would let him live. As you can see, he ended up dropping his regears, and this would end up being a huge theme throughout the video. The second duel was against a guy with the 55% win rate. Just like the first guy, he ended up running instantly as soon as we got into a whole fight. He then was saying wait in chat. He asked if he could drop his gear and I'd let him live. I told him to drop his gear first because I didn't trust him to drop the gear after I drew with them. After some convincing, he eventually dropped the gear. And then I decided to give him a little heart attack by pretending to attack him. After that, I just drew and then went on to do my next duel. The next guy also had a 55% win rate and then sent me a draw request at the start of the match. Just like the other guys, I told him to drop his armor set or his regear shulkers in order for me to draw. He didn't end up wanting to drop me anything, so I just went ahead and attacked him. He ran away like everyone else pretty much did. I ended up anchoring and we got into a whole fight together. I ended up destroying him in the hole and he ran away. I was trying to chase him so he wouldn't end up gathering more totems and healing his armor. He ended up getting away though. Since he got away, I decided to heal my own armor, and that's when he decided to pearl on me to try to catch me off guard. We ended up getting into another whole fight where I was destroying him. I thought he was running away, but then he ended up pearling back in the hole. After his boots broke, it was pretty much game over. My next duel was another guy with around 55% win rate, but this time he had Netherite armor. This is your reminder that I go live daily on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the streams. He randomly untotemed and I was able to kill him, but I did end up blowing up the Netherite. My next duel was a guy named Skies Clouds with a 52% win rate. We ended up getting into a whole fight, but then he instantly ran away. He then tried to send me a draw request, but I was still fighting back. I ended up asking him why he wanted to draw, and he said because I was high tier 3. I told him to drop his armor, and then he dropped me his helmet, but ended up picking it back up. He told me to draw first, which I obviously didn't trust. He then said he was gonna blow up all the loot instead of dropping it to me. He then pearled away to try to blow up the loot, and I chased after him. He ended up anchoring to blow up the loot, and then I pearled into the hole and we got into a fight, but then I was able to easily quick drop him. My next duel ended up being one of the guys I fought earlier. We pretty much instantly got into a whole fight with each other. I was doing pretty good against him during the whole fight. His helmet even broke too, but then I popped from my pearl and he anchored at the exact time, causing me to die. Since we died in that duel, we now don't have a helmet to help us. I ended up fighting another guy that I fought earlier. I was playing pretty safe because I knew I was very easy to kill because I had no helmet. He ended up pearling on me, so I had the advantage, so I stayed in the whole fight. We were pretty even in the whole fight up until the end, where I started popping him a lot and caused his helmet to break. He then tried to escape the hole, which caused him to die. My next duel was against a guy with a 69% win rate, which was much higher than the other guys I'd fought so far. By the way he was playing, I could tell that this guy was much better than the other guys I'd fought. So I was trying to play extra safe. Once I thought I had a good opportunity to start a whole fight, I anchored. He was destroying me in the whole fight, so I had to end up pearling away. We ended up both healing our armor and getting more totems, and then we went into another whole fight. I was doing much better this whole fight, popping him a lot of times. And even hitting some chains on him. I end up dying because I misclicked my totem hotkey while in my inventory. That death means I no longer have a chestplate, in addition to no longer having a helmet. The next guy I fought had a relatively decent win rate of 67%. I'm gonna be honest, even though this guy had 2 more armor pieces than me, he ended up doing most of the running when we were fighting. Because of this, I got annoyed and pearled into one of the holes he made, and he started trading me really badly. Because of that chain though, he was a lot more confident when fighting me and ended up attacking me, and we got into a whole fight. I was destroying them this whole fight and ended up tapping him at the end. The next fight I got was the same guy who dropped me his armor earlier in the video. He saw that I had 2 pieces of armor this time and didn't want to drop me his armor and instead wanted to fight me. The guy wasn't attacking me, so I decided to pearl on him because I was really impatient. He ended up chaining me a bunch, and then I pearled the way to get out. I wasn't paying attention and didn't realize that from that distance, because I only had 2 pieces of armor on, that he could kill me crystaling like that. He ended up asking why I only had 2 pieces of armor on, and I told him I was doing a challenge. This step means that I now only have a pair of boots on to PvP. I kid you not, I waited around 1 hour to try to get into a duel with only boots on, and it just would not work. I eventually watched YouTube while waiting and then got sent to the AFK area, and that's when I knew that I had to do something else. I eventually decided to do RTPQ as a way to PvP with only boots on instead of duel. There was only one gear guy when I RTPQ'd, and he wasn't the best, but he was kind of destroying me because, again, I only had boots on. He ended up just sitting in the water for a while trying to anchor me. Once he left the water, I decided to chase after him. When I was pearling on him, I ended up popping my totem and he placed the crystal at that exact time too, killing me.